I found myself this weekend at the YMCA on a treadmill listening to a podcast. The first two things are really irrelevant. The third is really what we want to focus on today. The podcast I was listening to, the host of it was talking about how she had taken kind of a hobby of photography and turned it into a career, into a business, into $1 million business, where she was wildly successful in that arena in doing wedding photography. It was something she was very passionate about. And one of the things that she mentioned is that she had never been professionally trained in any of it. She had never been professionally trained in a lot of the things that she was doing. And she always had this overwhelming sense of feeling underqualified. And that at some point in time, at some wedding, she was going to be there doing her thing, and someone was going to come up and say, you know, you have no idea what you're doing, right? Like, everything you're doing is not technically sound. And she just carried that weight around with her all the time of feeling underqualified. And as I started thinking about it, it made me start to realize that I believe a lot of us fall into that same category, where we are constantly feeling underqualified for whatever it is that we are tasked to do. Maybe we didn't get the college education, or maybe the college education that we got is not actually applicable to what we're doing. There's a lot of variables there. But the fact is that one unique thing that set this lady apart, and what sets a lot of people apart that have found success even though they're not professionally trained in their skill, has been perseverance. The ability to overcome obstacles, the ability to think outside the box, to use the resources that you have, and be able to talk and ask questions of people that have been there. And the unique thing of that, from my perspective, is the perseverance factor. It's one of the things that I talk about all the time of always improving. I think that when you feel unqualified, it's something to lean back on and go, but I am qualified in these things, and I have found success in these things, and I will continue to work hard on these things. And these areas that I don't feel qualified in, it just takes hard work and perseverance and finding ways to improve those skill sets. It's always improving. Finding the areas that you're weak and constantly working and striving to become better at it. And that's one of the things that sets people apart from each other, is people that have the unique characteristic to always persevere, and those that give up too soon. So on this Tuesday, for your Monday motivation, persevere. It can make a world of a difference, especially when you're trying to be in a state of constant improvement. Have a great week.